YouTube crew, happy Friday and welcome back. It's gonna be a great weekend, so let's start it off with a good video right here. The other day off stream, I dropped 23 kills in a Rebirth win, so today I'm gonna coach you through it, give you a few tips that you can use to continue getting better and start dropping some higher kill games. Now, I talked about this before, but higher kill games doesn't necessarily mean 23 kills. That's a big jump for some people. Higher kill games could mean you start getting 10, you start getting 15. Maybe it does mean you start getting 20 plus kill games. No matter what that number is, I hope that you can take a few things away from this gameplay. So as always, if you find this video helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let's go hashtag CWMP5 down in the comments below for the algorithm. And if you are looking to continue getting better at Warzone, make sure you are subscribed with that notification bell turned on so that you don't miss any videos. Let's get into it. So let me give you some context as to where we're at in this game, and then we'll jump into the coaching. Now, notice loadout is on the roof. I skipped the early game part of this. It was pretty uneventful. I got one kill. I died once because I ran out of ammo, but this is me dropping back in, grabbing loadout. Now, when I drop it on the roof and grab loadout, I'm trying to get off the roof as soon as possible because I don't know, they're going to hear enemy flying in, so I don't know how many people are going to be pushing out of this stairwell right here. I know there's at least one in there and one down in there, but my whole goal is to get off the roof as soon as possible and then go ahead and re-challenge. So what you're going to see here, I'm going to drop down, and then I'm going to immediately push stairwell. And I want you to pay attention to the hip fire here and how much damage I get done before I actually ADS. That's where hip fire is such a huge advantage. So work on that this weekend a little bit with your secondary. So we're going to get that kill. We're going to hip fire and then ADS. And the ADS really just finishes it off. I get a lot of damage there with the hip fire. Now I hear enemy flying in overhead. And if you've watched me on stream, you know that my biggest fear in Warzone is getting beat down with a pistol. It drives me insane. So when I see this person flying in, I'm thinking they're going to try to beat me down with a pistol. And look, when you get beat down with a pistol, there's really not much you can do. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate back out of this and try to keep my distance a little bit. And now look at how much separation I've created between me and this person. Now this person has to make a decision. Are they going to drop right on the roof where I can torch them? Now I'm in a good spot to kill them. Or do they keep flying past? As soon as he flies past, I pull out the Krig, I hit my shots with the Krig, and now I have the advantageous spot on the roof. So from the minimap, there is one below me. It's hard to see there because of me and Dayton's arrows, but there's one below and two on this side. Now, I'm not in a good spot to challenge here. I don't really have much health. I have one plate that I'm going to go ahead and throw in, so I'm not going to challenge just yet. I look to see if they're peeking that side. That was a quick little shoulder right there to gain info as if they basically, are they peeking? Because they are below me, right? But I don't know where they are below me. So now I have two plates. I'm going to go ahead and plate up. Real quick, this is where apply all plates is super important because as I'm putting this plate in, I'm going to grab this plate and it automatically puts it in. I don't have to hit that button again. It's a little bit quicker. So now I'm going to go ahead and challenge and watch the centering here. I talked a lot about centering on Tuesday with my 2-Minute Tuesday video. Watch how I center this. I'm centering exactly where this person is, where I'm anticipating this person being, right? And now it's just a small little adjustment here to ultimately get that kill, especially with the hip fire. Now, don't get thirst hungry. A lot of people would go for the thirst there. I know from the minimap there are two people here, and I actually hear one coming up the steps. So now I'm going to go ahead and get in a good spot here to challenge this. And I have plenty of time, even with this person self-reviving, right? That person's not close to self-reviving. So finish off with the throwing knife, get that kill. Now we're immediately going to push over to this red dot. Should I have plated? 100%. I did not plate. I go ahead and challenge here. But because of the aim, I'm able to hit all my shots. I'm able to get that kill pretty easily. The MP5 is really good right now. It is one of my favorite SMGs. But there's a lot of viable SMGs. You just need to figure out what works best for you. Now, I want to talk about this corner right here. A lot of people, when you play this corner, forget to check the platform, to check the lower level. So my thought process when pushing somebody who is above me in this corner is clear the platform, then I'm going to clear the rest of kind of basically on the other side of the doors, and I'll point this out in a second to further explain this, and then check the rooftop. So watch this. So I'm going to check this platform first, but obviously based on that dot, I know they aren't here. Now I'm going to check this platform, centering on this stairwell, and now when I center and I'm ADSing, it's a quick little adjustment. I hit headshots, I get the thirst there. So now I'm going to go ahead and plate up. everybody's above me here. So I want to go ahead and re-challenge this and get on rooftop as soon as possible. I know I have gas pushing here. So when I said check the platform, right, if he wasn't here, then I would check in this area right here to see if he's in this area. He would probably be around this corner here. And then if he's not there, then I know he's above me up on this part. So I see this person right here. I go ahead and hit those shots. I'm not sure why I can't shoot this second person. I think that pole's in the way. One thing that I do want to talk about is don't be afraid of gas. You can take a lot of damage in gas, especially when you have plates and stuff. So while I'm in gas here, notice how much time I have to live. This is, again, where slide canceling is just super important. A lot of you may get caught there because you're not slide canceling, you're not running fast enough. So again, that's where that repetition of slide cancel is super important and just getting into the habit of doing it. We got Heli flying into Lodi. This team was interesting to say the least. I don't know exactly what their play was, but we are going to hit shots here. So we hit shots on the first person, and this is just positioning right here of having an advantage with basically high ground. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit. I thought there were people in this doorway, and I was kind of holding that for a little bit to see what they were going to do. But we're going to go ahead and rotate over to these people floating in. And this person gets shot from 3 different angles. Now, notice this person right here, and I know that they get shot from bio backside here. So we're going to keep that in mind. Keep that bio team in mind. So right here, I'm just trying to figure out where people are, get some info. And I want you to notice, again, I'm still thinking that there's people here, that there's people in this doorway or somewhere below me. So watch how I create cover. I create an angle for myself between this AC unit and the doorway. It's something that I think a lot of people need to be better about, is keeping track of your cover. Instead of pushing straight in, I'm going to go ahead and push this way and use this as my cover. And now I'm going to keep pushing up. I know there's one there because he had shot at me previously. And just right when I basically turn and jump off that, I catch this person. Now, again, I push up, but I still have my cover here. It's not great, but I'm not fully out in the open. I can still make a play here if I need to. I go ahead and get that kill. Let's look at the mini-map here. I got 1 below me on this team and then 2 basically at the supplier on buy station. So go ahead and quick reload. Now we're going to challenge this way. Unfortunately, I fall off here and can't get that thirst. But as I'm pushing up, I actually hear the person running up the stairs. So watch how I challenge this. Watch how I be unpredictable. And this person's going to expect me to be one spot. And because I jump peek and because I use my movement here, I'm able to get this kill pretty easily. Right, so while they ultimately adjust to me over here and can get a little bit of damage, because I jump peek, it throws them off just enough that I can hit my shots, get a pretty clean kill there. Now I get that second kill, and I'm going to keep floating around here. Notice we have 14 kills with 18 people up. I haven't had to do much. It's a lot of just hitting shots and a lot of positioning. Now I take way too long to push this. This is where I need to be better about confidence. There's a lot of times where I do play a little bit too passive. And yes, this could have been a 26, a 30 kill game. I say 26 because 26 is my current PR. But this could have been a 30 if I push this a little bit more aggressively. Watch how long I check heartbeat. And I know a lot of you do this as well. So let's start to work on this. I check it once, 24 meters away. I don't push. I check that side. I got nothing. Now I wait again to check, and now I push. Now I know what my thought process was there. The last time I checked heartbeat was just to make sure that person was still there, but I should have pushed it as soon as I got that first heartbeat ping. So I'm gonna go ahead and push in here again. Let's anticipate this. I hit shots there, and now we challenge. Now they're a bullet. That's a pretty easy challenge there. And I noticed the dot right here. So instead of looting, and this is where you have to check minimap and use it, instead of looting and worrying about what that person has, I immediately focus on this person and go push over. Craig real quick as I'm around this corner in case they peek there. But as soon as I see that this person's not right here, I'm changing back to my SMG because I'm pushing it. I don't want to be caught with that 3x scope out. So change right here, hit shots. And I'm actually going to farm this kill, this last person, so that they can spawn back in their teammates and we can keep this lobby alive. I end up pushing over, but I'm like, nope, let's keep that person alive so we can get more kills. So at this point, I'm going to push over. I hear a lot of... Oh, no, this is the one where I jump up here. So I jump up here and take shots. Remember that team from bio? Team from Bio's still there. They haven't moved. So they're going to get a shot on me right here. And I missed the jump. This is a disastrous situation here because I take damage and I miss the jump. So I'm going to go ahead and fall down. And then I hear enemy flying in overhead. So I'm going to quick peek this. Now, I want you to notice one person there, two person is flying in. Both of these people have guns, so have to play this strategic. Again, watch how I hip fire. And one thing that I want to point out that the elite Warzone players do very well, and I'm actually working on it myself, and you're going to see it here, is switch between hip fire, ADS, hip fire, ADS. So watch how that happens here. And it's just a matter of when you lose track of somebody, you pull out, you hip fire, and then you re-ADS. So there's the hip fire again, right? There's the ADS again. There's the hip fire again. And there's the ADS again. So watch this. I'm going to let it play super quick here so you can see how it happens. But it helps you keep track of people. Hip fire, ADS, hip fire, ADS. And it's just a matter of recentering onto somebody. And basically by pulling back to the hip fire, you're still able to hit shots, and then you can re-ADS when you're focused on that person again. Now, I noticed one person in the shack, so we're going to go ahead and push over. And I'm going to save Dayton's life here. I don't know where my bullets were going there, but we ultimately get the kill. We get the revive. Tommy jumps in because Tommy didn't take any damage. Tommy didn't really fire any shots there, so he's going to allow me to reload and basically replate while he is going to go ahead and revive there. So keep in mind the team at Bio is still over there, so we're going to go ahead and push over that way. Got 21 with 8, so we are looking at a little bit of PR territory here if we can get a few revives in terms of the teams respawning back in. Now, we only have 6 seconds here, but we're going to push over. And I want to let this play, just kind of talk about my mindset in terms of how we play end circle. Now, I know one team is over here. I don't know where the second team is, but I know they're on the roof, so I'm trying to precision. But notice that they just got precision as well.
Yeah, dropping in top of bio. Yeah, if you can, let me try to.
So I'm going to go ahead and still try to position. At this point, I'm pushing in. This is, again, PR game. I just got to push here. The 20 kill game is nice, but if we can get the PR, it's even more nice. So I'm going to push up and kind of use this heady right here to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to get a sense of where people are. Trying to get a sense of, are they going to peek the door? Now, if they don't peek that door, I have a few different options here, but they're going to peek the door, and I get that kill. Notice I have one down below. Don't know what level that person. I don't know if that person's in the basement or if that person's on our, basically right out the door here below a level. So I'm going to hold this for a second and then go ahead and push in. Now, you're going to see me get caught in a really bad situation here, but I'm ultimately able to get the kill because of the fact that I hit my shots with the Cold War MP5. So I get distracted by that person, and then this person's in the doorway. So my only real chance here is just to hit my shots, and I even mix in a headshot here that allows me to get this kill. And that's where the Cold War MP5 damage is really good. I was very concerned in that situation because of the range. The range on the Cold War MP5 just isn't good. Now, right here, we are trying to farm kills. I got 23. So if I can get the full team to come back in, right? There's one person alive. If I can get this full squad to respawn and then ultimately kill all 4 players, which should be pretty easy, then I get 27. It's the new PR. We gave it a long time. Unfortunately, it was only one person left. The other team didn't respawn. And basically what I'm looking for is this number to go to 7. And that's when I know they've respawned back in. But unfortunately, they don't respawn back in. Dayton's going to go ahead and wrap up this game right here. But we'll take the 23 kills. It's not a PR, but we still take the 23 kill game. So I hope you learned something today that you can apply this weekend as you're playing to continue getting better, to maybe break that PR. So as I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.